Delco After Dark live music series. Live on. Hey, there we are driving by the Wawa corporate offices over at Red Roof. Hey, and there's some more Wawa. Hey, going through, heading to town to... Oh, Jesus. Hey, Frank's on the show as we head by the Sterling Pig, one of the places. And hey, that's where the coffee club used to be. Ah, the memories. You know what? Hey, there's me. Hey, I'm on the show too. This is like the State Street montage. This is like the heart of Delaware County. At least we didn't get hit by the trolley or nothing because, there's the trolley. Delco After Dark opening montage. Hey, stop by the Media Theater because, hey, and then you got to go by John's, O'Connell's over in Springfield. But we just sort of parked at the 2312 because we did, hey, Pinocchio's. Got to stop by Wawa and eat off the trash can because that's what you do. Delco After Dark. Come on, join us for a little bit. Singer-songwriter series. Right here on Twitch and Facebook. Right now.
Is it Doc? And are you in Delco? Because if so, have we got a show tailor-made for that exact...
Look at that, I don't actually have to
right
talk.
Here for you and yours from us.
See, I was like all bragging about how I did. Shut up. I was bragging about
that event.
Shut up.
Friday night tradition.
You never
that
shut
you
the
do.
fuck up.
Not really sure why, but you keep doing it and watching beyond all reason, apparently, to these guys and whomever they are able to drag on, kicking, sometimes screaming. I mean, the screaming usually ends long before.
Yeah, it's kind of neat seeing it.
You never know what's going to
And
happen.
I absolutely realize everyone you can hear all
Which
this.
gives it that surprise, kind of feel to it. Like, ooh, what's going to happen? Hey.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
Let's see
We
what
know.
surprises happen tonight.
We're watching it too.
Delco After Dark. Is it Doc? And are you in Delco?
Oh, wow, it just
If
repeats?
so,
This is awesome.
We got a show tailor-made for that exact circumstance right here for you and yours.
Hey, everybody! Look at that. We just go bang right into it. Bang! We're here. I'm here with Bobby. What's up, Bob? How you doing?
Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday, man. We're gonna do the rare phone-in show tonight a little bit too because Frank's not around. So we're gonna do some phone-ins. Like those of you who know my phone number, you can call at the appropriate time. Not now. Now's when we're getting to know the guest a little bit. But a little later in the show, think 11:50. Wait, wow. I'm still thinking of back when we were on it. Like we started at 11:30. Yo, man, that shit was late.
Can't make it that way anymore.
Dude, I was like, I'm falling asleep now. I would have to take a nap.
I was hoping you had 8 more sodas because that's what I'm going to need that to stay awake. Do you ever have a guest fall asleep in the seat yet?
Shane
That's
falls asleep.
right.
He'll fall asleep in the middle of a chord. He'll be like C chord.
Yeah, anywhere. He could be
He'll be
skateboarding and fall.
he'll be dreaming of ollies and stuff. That's a toe kick flip and a 1/2 gainer. And I'm just gonna skate in my bowl and then smoke it.
The absolute funniest picture with him with the guitar.
Smoke weed every day.
Oh, what, him like falling asleep?
Listen, just incredible.
I remember it was around this time 2 years ago. I went over and I did the Halloween show with him and all his friends over there, and I had him. I was doing a Charlie Daniels song, and it was the Legend of Woolly Swamp. And there's a partner where the old man laughs. On certain nights when the moon is right down by that dark footpath, you could hear 3 young men screaming. You could hear one old man laughing. And I told him to stay right off camera and then jump on and give him huge laugh, super close to it. It was funny as shit. If I didn't have so much verb on my voice, Shane, people might have understood what the fuck I was saying.
Is that basement club like down there?
Well,
in the
wait,
basement?
no, he's got his what do you call it? He has a skating bowl built into his garage.
Oh, at his place.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shred shed.
Oh, is that what it's called? I
It's called
was
the
unaware.
shred
I
shed.
was unaware
'Cause
that it was
they
called.
shred, unlike the guitar, you shred when you skate, I guess. I don't know anything about skateboarding.
Nor I.
I'd roll my ankles in 2 seconds. I'd be done.
Well, I just fall off bikes.
Do you do?
I do.
You do?
My one knee. I literally it's. Those of you who have seen it, I'm so sorry because it's gross as fuck. My one knee, I ripped it apart about 2 weeks ago because I drug out my electric bike, which I haven't used for a while, and I forget, that it gears in when you do one rotation on it. So I'm standing there with the guys, I'm like, later, losers, and because nothing makes falling funnier than actually doing it in front of people. That's the best.
Oh, yeah. I ran myself over with my own car once.
Go ahead.
Have you ever done that?
No, go ahead. My story has been
No,
set
your
aside.
story's-
No. My story has been set.
I can smell you.
Has been set aside for a moment because Bobby ran over himself with his own car. That takes talent. What you got?
Yeah, I'm going way back because the car I owned was a Dodge Colt. So that's
Wow,
all. That's
okay.
all you need to know. The car was a 2-door Dodge Colt. Like the doors were like cardboard. That's how like it weighed nothing.
Yeah.
So I come up to a 4-way stop sign in my neck of the woods in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. So I had a stick shift, and the car was forever stalling out. You know, it's just every car I ever owned. The one I'm driving here tonight, call might not get me back to New Jersey.
Uh-oh.
And come to think of it. But I go, yeah, my wife took the good car. I'm stuck with the old one. Anyway, so I'm at this 4-way intersection, and there's another person facing me as I roll in. The thing stalls. So I didn't want to be the guy that's holding everybody up. And back then, in 1979 or whatever, there was like hardly anybody out there but a few people at this intersection. So it stalls. So, you know, in one fell swoop, because you could push it, even me, little skinny man, could push that car, just lean on it and roll it.
Yeah.
And-
My friend had a Spitfire. We could pick the thing up.
Exactly. So at one fell swoop, I drop it into neutral, fling the door open, and I'm just going to get out of everybody's way.
Yeah.
But the wheel, whatever you call it, the wheel base, you know, next thing you know, my back foot
It's under
catches
the-
the back wheel,
Yeah.
and I lose like the grip on the steering wheels. I'm trying to turn and make a left so I can roll it out of everybody's way, and I go down on the street, and the car's now on its own, just rolling in neutral, but I'm laying. Yeah, so like you said, you need an audience when you do like stupid stuff.
The comedy is
The
not.
guy was blowing the horn, roaring across the way, because there I am, laying. The car's just gone now, and I'm laying in the middle of the intersection as it rolled over my back. So I did run over myself with my own car.
That takes talent.
Yeah.
Anybody can run over somebody else with a car. Anybody can shoot anyone else in the head. It takes talent and precision to run over yourself.
I had some special talents back then. Let me tell you.
Yeah, what was your most special talent?
No, I mean, let's not go there
Oh,
because a lot of it might require therapy. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just saying that the things you got away with, the things that, you know.
And live to tell about it.
Yeah, and now at this dog's age, I'm like, well, how did they get away with that? And
I swear, because I have stick shift cars my whole life, which, you know, the one thing that the audience or like 5 people don't know about stick shifts is that if you're...
got 5 people?
Maybe,
That's
I know.
3 more than last week.
That's right. It's amazing. Well, they were all rocking at the...
Everybody's rocking everywhere, and I can
All the time.
and I didn't mean to interrupt you,
Yeah, no, please.
but I will say, like, I did a music day from 1 in the afternoon today till basically half an hour ago.
Let's track your progress.
So I could do like almost to like the Frankie Biscuits.
What happened today
report.
in music?
Well, back by me, there was a 1 o'clock. I sat for a friend of mine back home before I rolled out here. Because to get out here, it's like an hour and 40 minutes. So
Okay.
I did that at some brewery he was playing. Oh, hey, Rory. His name is Rory DeLaznow, good musician. So if you can find his stuff, actually, he's a good dude, good with the music people. He's touring and everything like that. So he's got some nice music. Rory, DeLasnow, DeLaznow,
Okay.
Jersey guy. So I leave his after an hour. I head on out here. Actually, just talking to Shane on the ride out, but then I went to the Muskrat Flats because it was perfect.
Yeah,
I knew I was doing this tonight.
Yeah.
So I'm like, ooh, perfect. Look at they're
Bingo.
doing this Scratch Fest.
What?
So I caught the opening.
Somebody share this, by the way, please. Thank you. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. Scratchfest.com. Share it to that. So it was nice to see Patty. Mark was there. He was, he wasn't doing his lights because it was still daytime when I was there.
Yeah,
it
it's
was like
tough to do
4 in the
lights
afternoon.
Yeah, that's a little bright. That the big
Yeah.
orange ball.
Yeah, the disco ball.
Yeah, the big orange ball. That's the tough one.
Oh, that's a nice setup out there. I love that.
Well, we were there last week. I guess I don't know if you were there last week, but
No, I missed the festival. I'll get there next year.
Lisa and I were there like super early, like 2:30, and there were a couple people there, and it was fun. Also very hot.
Ooh,
It was
It was
cooking
a hot day.
because it was hot, and then I think it stormed
Yep.
for a while, and then the storm went away. So I'm imagining right around the evening slots got probably very busy and a lot of fun and a lot cooler. Last year it was packed like the whole time.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
listen, I only know from last year, so I can't compare one to the other. But it's a great time. It's just so heartwarming for everybody to get together and see people. It was nice to see Esol out there. That bummed me out. I was hoping to get Esol out there last year,
Yeah.
but he just wasn't up to it.
Yeah,
I was
I
going to
mean-
scoop him up and bring him down there last year to Marty's, but he wasn't feeling up to that.
Yeah, you gotta-
so it was
yeah, you
good
gotta
to
feel
see
it.
him out there. Yeah, it was awesome. But
Yeah, he was hanging with Shane. I think he was hanging in the back with Shane.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it's great because he loves it. You see, he's on all the time still to this day. And playing them 7 o'clock sets, and he's loving it. So good for you. So seems like he's recovering for some of his issues, and a lot of physical issues, I think. But anyway, Mark Calvin tonight. I got to see him, and Patty, of course. And I met his
I haven't
brother
seen- I haven't
Matty.
seen
I never
Patty.
met his brother Matty until tonight. So
Oh, you never met Maddie? Oh, yeah,
No,
Maddie
that-
and Patty.
and who else was there? He flew in from Colorado. Is his uncle? Do you know him? Remember him? He would come on in the owl night, in the dead of the night, sometimes with the rest of us idiots.
remember.
John Gates.
Ma-
You
I-
would.
if
by
I
face,
saw him.
by face, you would.
Well, you got to figure back in the
Like
day, we're
silver
talking
hair.
like
He's Patty's uncle, apparently.
April or early May of like 2020, there was like they had the big signups during the day,
Oh.
and then it was a free for and there's you had to like at 2 o'clock because they were the only game in town. I mean, there was this one up in Maine that got really big, but I think these guys did it first.
Oh,
and if not first, then like within the first week of everyone else.
Jam packed. Because
Oh.
I came on to Delco around August. So from March through August is what you're talking about.
Yeah.
The early beginning when everybody was completely on lockdown and the world was confused. It was that way because I was doing Jersey Virtual when
There was,
Ari
I can't remember all the
and Tessa were doing that, and then Woodlands. I did that after Delco, but the Delco one, yeah. I know because I would never come on Delco because first of all,
Oh, the Woodland one. Yeah, how could I forget the Woodland
Well,
one? I
Woodland's-
mixed the Woodland one for a year.
but still Delco was before Woodlands.
Oh, yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Yes, because AJ did what he did and Jimmy, but the Delco one, I was always standoffish because I had the Jersey one. I'm not a professional musician. I do it for my own personal pleasure, and I knew the struggle for the working classes, including yourself, the theater, the whole industry being
Dude,
uprooted was disastrous, and I didn't want to be part and parcel
Little
of
Cat
that.
wants to come in.
Oh,
Yeah, well,
cool.
Local 8 over the span of like a weekend in 2020 lost 46,000 jobs. I mean,
The stories are endless, Carl. The businesses, the destruction, so sad. Little Cat is rolling in.
Little Cat, I just heard you at the door.
He's better looking in person, Little Cat, than he is on the photo on the screen. He's better looking in person.
So wait, so if I'm looking, look at this, look what he brought for me. Look at this fantabulous shirt that Bobby brought me.
And this is-
well, wait, if we're going to do that, look the official.
Got the button?
Official. Oh wait, hold on, wait. I think it'd be like.
It's a jar of.
Where is it? I just played it.
I made my own little jar.
It's not pineapples.
Suddenly, pineapples.
No,
No, it's not pineapples.
it's not bully.
It's my favorite. That jar is.
No.
We might have.
Smell you.
Might have to just say it.
No, it's got to be here. See, I should bring my glass. Like I'm gonna hold it and hit every key until I find it. Hold on.
He's out of.
Why you bullying me?
No, that's not a jar
No.
fooling me. I didn't fart in a jar.
No.
That's $5.
No.
Fuck off!
Where is it? Is this it?
Wow, what an asshole!
No.
Teddy Sprinkles.
There you go.
They're not Morgan Freeman. It's just not quite Morgan Freeman.
Ah.
Titty sprinkles.
It's a jar of Teddy Sprinkles.
That's
He held that up like he was holding up a nasty soda, which I know you're out of, right? You
I am.
You cleaned the
We-
clocks on those.
We
Yeah. It's good. So now we'll have to maybe just.
I knew Texas.
devour Teddy Sprinkles.
Texas, like you have to relabel the board. You have to relabel the board. I knew he was going.
What?
Yeah. Well, Tex was here Tex was here last
Right,
week, whatever,
I watched that.
and I had let him do the board. But some of the things don't say what they are. Some of them don't work. They're hard to read.
You're right, Tex. You're right.
It's hello, motherfucker.
Hello, motherfucker.
Some of them work.
Yeah. That's a gift to be able to like try to yap about something while you're on here and then push those buttons.
That's why Frank's good at it. Frank can sit over here and
Incredible. Incredible.
I can have like thrice the amount of buttons on here. But these are all some of the originals. I mean, we spent COVID with like stuff like
It was at this moment that he knew.
You know, I don't mind saying now that I'm here, like in person, because last year I did do the prognosticator
I remember
one
you
time
came
on
with
Zoom.
the thing.
Yeah,
and
on the Zoom.
You were a little lagged too, or there was something
little
going
lagged.
on because you'd be like,
This is so much more peaceful.
and I
didn't know what I was doing.
was laughing my ass off because I
That
didn't
made
know
it twice.
I didn't know what the
as
fuck to
funny.
do
It
with
actually made it twice as
Oh,
funny.
it was funny as
When I
shit.
watched the replay, I was like, "That's even."
Because I was
funny.
just like, what the fuck is even going on?
That's brutal. That delay. That was horrible. Because I was like, wait, did Frank just ask me a question? Did Carl just ask
don't
me a
know.
question? But to see this up in person,
I'm
like
really
close-
going to piss off Tex now. I'm really so.
This is almost like the Wizard of Oz, though. Like, I almost don't want to see that button with the stuff on it because, like, when you watch the show at home,
Oh yeah, like behind the
it seems just like it comes out of nowhere.
So
Yo.
I mean, how could I not? For someone that
It's so
brings me for someone that brings me a shirt,
Ooh,
I have to. He has to get one of the few.
ooh, yeah. And you know me, I'm the coffee junkie. So.
Yeah, one of the few new folk
Sweet,
mugs
gracias.
that still exist.
Thank
Yeah.
you, thank you.
You are welcome.
How does that?
So, it's 10. That's true. It's 10:50. Frank said he might call in. If he does, I'll see if this works. Because we don't know. We haven't done a call-in show since the second show when I was supposed to have Zach and Frank, and both of them bailed on me. I mean, which was okay. Frank's was okay. Zach, you pain in my ass. And I was just like sitting here, still trying to do a show. And luckily, I think Tex called in and Lisa called in, and somehow I pulled an hour out of like nothing except, "Hi, how's it going?" So,
No, you're fine by yourself solo.
that's
Some of the best shows
tis what
when
she
you were
proclaimed.
Some of your best shows when you were solo. Because you know me, I hardly missed any of them.
No, you were always there.
Ever
Yeah.
since you
And you're
began-
typing all the time. You're like,
Yeah, that's my life. I like I'm like what do you call that? Like the straight man.
Crazy?
The straight man.
oh yeah,
Right?
yeah. That's
you know,
right, yeah.
if you like, I'm not top of my head gonna come up with anything clever. But if I get fed a line, then I can jump, I can pounce.
Yeah.
Like, but I don't have like that technique of coming up with the topic. But if it goes to a certain place, then I feel comfortable just like bombs away. You know?
Well, it occurred to me that I probably, if I'm going to do this, I'm probably going to have to unmute my phone, number one, and make sure that the volume level is good on the Bluetooth or whatnot. So it might adjust. I don't know. Is it doing it? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Did it get shared?
Yeah, somebody shared it.
Yeah.
Lisa
Hey,
shared it. You know.
at least it's on.
Urge to kill rising.
Hey, that button's not right, Tex. What did you?
Uh-oh.
Okay, so hello. Okay, let's see if they're coming through. Hold on, let's try. There's your set over there. And this may not even work, guys. This might not. This might. Hello.
Hello?
Oh my God! Isn't that crazy?
That is.
It's crazy. Hey, Frank, welcome. Hey, welcome to Delco After Dark.
Hey,
How
Frank.
you doing?
I'm calling in. 1-800 Delco After Dark, right?
Are you still in the neighborhood?
I am, yeah. I'm
Okay.
getting a little bit of rest before I hop on the plane
Yeah,
tomorrow
can't wait to
morning.
meet Peach.
Yeah, I'm going to be...
Is it Peach or Peaches?
Either.
Either way.
Her name tag, her
What a
dog tag
dog!
says
What a dog!
Peach.
Yeah, what a dog!
But yeah,
What a dog!
yeah.
Yeah, little cute. So you're coming back with the peach, huh?
Yeah, Peach will be with me. I'll be with her in less than 24 hours. And yeah, we'll be back in Delco on the 24th. So, got a red eye flight back on the next Sunday after. But yeah, I'll be hanging out on the West Coast, they call it, Arizona,
Oh yeah.
with my my
Yeah, but
brother
it's a
James
dry.
and
It's a
my-
dry. Heat.
It is. It's
It's a dry heat.
Yeah, it's not going to be too bad. It's going to
Yeah.
be like 90s, so it should feel like
Right.
the 80s. Yeah, but he's got the pool.
feel like an ant with a
And,
magnifying glass on its head. You know?
That's real. That's for real.
It is. I passed
Yeah.
through there. I hitchhiked going
Hitchhiked?
out.
Pack my
I
swim
hitchhiked
trunks.
To
and-
Arizona?
I hitchhiked from New Jersey to California with $9 in my pocket.
That does not surprise me.
Yeah.
I am not surprised by that.
Shortly after I got rid of the Dodge Colt. But the return, I got somebody talked me into. I should never listen. I was getting a little tired of Southern California,
Yeah.
Los Angeles, Santa Monica, where I was at. So I wanted to jump and make a different move, and I was going to go to Lake Tahoe because I always heard how gorgeous it was.
It's crystal clear out here. Yeah.
And what did I do? I took the advice as another New Yorker, ex-New Yorker, which is me. So I'm like, why am I a guy that was a cook where I worked? Go to Vegas. There's a lot more work. But when I went to Vegas, I had no money again. So I'm like, oh, this is brutal. Like I had to go inside and beg for like, can you give me a glass of water? I'm like, and then next thing you know, I'm done. And then my mind just clicked, and I'm going back to where I came from, and I hitchhiked back from Las Vegas to
Go east, young man.
back to New Jersey. Yeah, no one ever said go east, young
Go
man.
east. Go east, young man.
No,
Yes.
no one ever said that. Ever. No one's. Frank, woo! You ordered a hitchhike back from
Yeah,
Arizona.
no, I'm not. I'm going to take the airplane. So
All right.
I'll stick the airplane.
Okay.
But
Yeah, no lot lizards anymore. That's it.
yeah, got to go out to. We're going to be visiting one of my favorite restaurants, Paradise Valley Burger. So that's one of the Guy Fieri spots, one of the diners, drives and dives, and they got an awesome cheeseburger. I'm a big
Nice.
cheeseburger guy. So yeah,
You know, I got
Yeah,
a
go
quick
on.
question about that.
yeah. What's that?
I'm wondering, like, my diet, obviously, sometimes as you get older, it might change. But I'm not enjoying, like, chopped meat burgers anymore. But I'm thinking it's not. My wife's a pretty good cook, and it's not like she's doing anything different shopping-wise and
Yeah.
everything. But I'm just thinking it's different now, the meat industry. Because out there, Frank, or maybe anywhere like west of the Mississippi, they're known for their beef and such.
Oh, yeah.
Right? They're better burgers, are they not?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, even
Wow.
In and Out, they only have a certain supply chain out here. That's why you only see them out here.
I had that feeling. I had that feeling because lately
But-
I'm just like, I don't even want it anymore.
Yeah, a lot
give
of
me
these
another pizza.
A lot of these,
No shit.
yeah, a lot of these generic, we call them the, Acme's and the Giants. Their meat sections are bad.
Brutal.
The new Drexel line, man, they're known for their meat section.
Uh-huh. Okay.
That's been like that for 70 years. I mean, that's an awesome meat market. It's literally down the street from my house. But you walk up to the butcher, you
Yeah.
tell him exactly what you want.
All
You
right.
want a ribeye sliced thin for a cheesesteak, he'll do it for you. So,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. I thought that was the case because I'm
Hey, Tara. Tara stopped by. But
Yeah, I just
Which
wanted
Tara?
to phone in
Tara,
and
like
just say,
one that made the site. Tara, I think. Tara Trotter. She's
Trotter? Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Oh.
Yeah, like the queen of Delco, I believe. Her and she's one of the ones that
I
made it.
never knew that.
Yeah,
I always see Tara hanging
wrong,
out.
Am I
chatting
wrong
it up.
about that, Frank? That's like she's one of the people that like made the Delco quarantine site.
Extra
right?
applause for Tara then. Yeah. I only know Tara from hanging out, listening to the people's sets and stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
But since we have Frank on the line and he knows more about sports than I do,
Oh.
you should do some sports stuff for a second.
Well, obviously.
yeah, I mean, I wasn't hanging around too much longer,
Okay.
but
Well, I mean, I
yeah,
figure
just-
I figure you could ask him like one sports question or
yeah, maybe.
Well, I'm battling COPD, so I'm not putting this mask on my face tonight.
No.
Because when I did that on the Zoom,
you passed out.
No, but it was not easy. I was like, I drew my best to like try to be funny, and that wasn't going too well either. But anyway, I'm like, God, I got to get this off my head. So I was 0-3 in my picks. For those who follow the Delco page, I put my picks in weekly. So if you ever want to, lose all your money, just go with what I say. Because I was 0-3 opening day last week, and
That's a bad bracket.
so I can only go up from here. But
That's a good way.
yeah, that's the only way I can look at it.
That's making some lemonade out of lemons right there.
So prognosticator is what I go by. I called in his cousin, Toadstradamus. So I don't know if you can get a camera on this. Is that possible, Cole?
Yeah, well, you can just bring it up a little bit and then face it right here. That's Toadstradamus. Okay.
Toadstradamus.
Can he?
Hey, he's going to make the picks tonight. Yeah, which...
So you think he can see the future?
Well... I mean, come on. Look what happened in 2012.
This is true.
Right? Doesn't 2012 seem like it was like 1,000 years ago?
And yet still in the future, the numbers, I still start my checks with 19 sometimes. I mean, I would love for that to be a joke. Be like, man. 19? Oh, yeah, that's right. It's
So,
19.
And you ever notice pictures of Nostradamus? He's always like turned just a little cocked.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, he predicted a lot of stuff. Now,
but it's that one photograph of him that you always see. It's like turned.
Well, it's like from a woodcut, I believe in like.
Is that what it is?
Things. So it's
wow.
I don't know the exact thing.
It's almost like he was posing for like U.S. currency. Or
yeah, I don't know. I don't know what his nationality was. I think German.
French.
French. There you go.
I believe French.
I know he's from that Europe place.
Yes, he was very worldly.
How is Europe a continent? It's connected to Asia. Exactly how is it a continent? It's because don't tell me it's because of the Ural Mountains. It's still connected. Whatever. So what's Toadstradamus say?
Well, Toadstradamus is going to give you a little insight as to how he goes about picking these games.
All right.
Basically, I open up my phone, which I'm not going to do at this very moment because I have no way of doing that while I'm holding his head. I open up and I find out by, not an official sponsor, by Draft, blah, 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 blah. Where the lines are. They give you the line on the game. So I'll be doing that before the show is over. I'll put my picks in. I'm only going to pick 2 games this week.
Okay.
All right. I picked 3 last week because it was opening day. But I'll just stick with 2. I'll go on there and I go, okay. And then I go, okay. So that's the system. Other than, you could do the same thing, Carl. But then you'd have to carry this around with you. It's not that tough.
It could happen.
It's easy to go 0-3. You just go, okay, I like that, and then you're going to be wrong, and then you go, I like that, and you might be right, and then you're back to 500 again.
What were your 0-3s? You remember?
My 0-3s, yeah, and Denzel, if you're out there, I took your dopey Chargers.
He loves the Chargers.
I know he loves the Chargers, and I took him over the Dolphins, and that didn't go well. It's the typical Chargers, and Denzel
go well.
Denzel will full well know the Chargers are just notorious for doing wacky things. They're just notorious. They'll drive him cuckoo. Another team that's like that, because I got a friend who's the guy who played bass with me. He's a Vikings fan, and nothing ever goes well for them either. They haven't been in the Super Bowl since like 1970. Wow. 73, something like that. And they were there 3 times and they lost every time. They were the Buffalo
Minnesota Vikings, I believe. Mm-hmm. From. Were there actual Vikings in Minnesota? I don't know. And
the History Channel says they were everywhere.
The History Channel. There's also the UFO abductions and the Loch Ness Monster.
There are.
On the History Channel, both of which I enjoy. Ask me about my butthole. But I don't know if I believe everything the History Channel.
No, I just take it in, then I got to go on a higher search.
Yeah.
I just go, well, that's interesting.
So what's the future hold for us?
The future, well, we're sticking in sports ball. And if you do have a question, you can certainly pass it through. I'll probably get it wrong. But I'll have to, since I'm here in person, I'm going to have to make a Super Bowl prediction. Really? I usually wouldn't do that.
Wow, this is
so it's big news.
Let me find a good hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
Okay.
All right, so we'll get to that in a little bit. We'll get to that.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
So the two sides of that coin.
So let me put down Toadstradamus for a moment.
Toadstradamus. Watch it. You're going to... Hold on. There it goes.
Whoa!
I knew that was happening.
You did. You know everything about this business.
I was like, hey,
Paul knows his business.
That's going to go. Yeah.
I love the fact that there's no delay now.
No, it's great.
Ooh.
No, these are. I should have. Jesse keeps saying this. These are X5s, U4 6-band wireless.
Very cool.
things.
Can I
And
still
we're using
hear
them
you?
so we can hear Frank.
I can hear Frank still. Frank, can you say hi again? He went to bed.
You,
Can you blame him?
you talked him to death. He's out there somewhere. I know. I'm looking at the call. The phones are still live when Frank hangs up.
I don't
hello
know what's
again,
going
Frank.
on
I'm
here.
sorry.
Yeah, Coach Adonis. Yeah, I gotta get finished packing, guys.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
catch it.
Thanks for
catch
the
it
thanks for the
next
call.
time.
Safe
So, yeah,
travels.
sorry I missed you, Bobby.
No,
Yeah.
you don't miss anything. Safe travels.
And same with you, Carl.
Yeah,
Have a
can't
great
wait to
night,
pet
guys.
that little dog.
Yeah, take care, Frank.
yeah.
Can't wait to see the dog. We need pictures, like lots of them.
All right, today's sprinkle.
Titty sprinkles.
Hey, sprinkles. All right, see you guys.
Later. Get the fuck out. Nappy's on? Nappy should call
Wow.
me, man.
Nappy.
He had a new song the other day. Dude, Nappy, I got to ask. I enjoy the physicalness of you, but you always look like a mermaid in your pictures to me with like your hair covering your titties. I just got to say it.
He's gorgeous.
He's a gorgeous man.
He's gorgeous.
He's a very gorgeous man.
Get no argument from me.
No, he's
And a super nice guy too. I did meet him at 2312 Garrett, the first tour I made through here, if you recall.
I saw him over when he played
Yeah. Really
the
good
grape.
dude.
The
Good
grape.
dude.
It took me like 10 hours to find a parking spot, and then I got a ticket for it. Anyway, but I used one of his tunes as walk-in for one of our. We did a show a couple of weeks ago, and he's got this instrumental album. I don't know if a lot of people know about it, but I fucking love the thing. He samples some like ABC or NBC News shit in it, like traffic and snow delay. And
He's
stuff
sharp
like
as a
this.
tack.
It's really fucking cool shit.
Yeah,
It's like jealous as fuck.
Terrific guitar player as well. He
He's
doesn't play a lot.
definitely got a sound. There's this definite chorus flangey thing that he's got that I hear across, which I do the same thing. I get the sound that I like, and I'm like, that's my fucking sound.
Well, you can tell he's very like I guess like artist. Like he's not going to just play some like licks solo a la BB King or pick one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, his style lends itself towards a lot of like original thought.
Well, even before he sings, if you know it's him usually. You're like, well, meanwhile, I'm the one that put it in. I'm playing it, so of course I know it.
I'm the first to tell you, I'm not a fan of necessarily of rap or hip hop, I guess.
I know, I think it both sucks. I can't stand it.
I
It's
struggle
terrible.
with,
I don't think it's even music.
I struggle with it.
It's the worst.
But I
hate it all.
For those who love that style, I feel like I'm missing something sometimes because it's generationally speaking. You got to remember,
Well, it's late to the party. The first official rap song, strangely enough, is not what you think it would be. It's Blondie. It's Rapture by Blondie. That's what they considered the first. However, dude, there's like friggin' Charlie. Like if you listen to "Devil Went Down to Georgia" by Charlie Daniels band, "Devil Went Down to Georgia," he was like looking for he's in the behind. It's like, I'll tell you what, I'll put that fiddle of gold. You can shove it up your ass. That boy's rapping over that.
Good
I mean,
point.
maybe it was called something different.
How about we didn't start the fire, Bill Joe?
Oh, I guess I got a message. I guess that's one of the downsides of having this hooked up is that it's gonna do it. I guess I got to mute that channel. Hey, the phone lines are open. The prognosticator's here live in the studio tonight. Phones on lines are open for the 9 people that know my phone number. Feel free to call in. We actually have the wireless hooked up. Maybe I'll even pick up the phone. Okay, so you saw a bunch of stuff today. You're up and down in town. You're all over the fucking place, and you make it down here.
Yeah, everybody was killing it tonight. Nice to see Stephen Law with his buddies, the Mystic Rituals. That's who that was. And, Stephen's a good supporter of Delco, too. He comes on and does all that wonderful looping. Hey, yeah. And
Tex did that. He's such a bitch. He totally said me the text literally says ding. All right, I'm muting that bitch for the phone. That's too fucking funny. All right, I think that should do it. That should hopefully do it. That's really funny.
so while you got another thought on your mind,
So I am one brain cell shy of 2.
I'm going to go to my draft kings, they call that, for the legal gambling world. By the way, always read it responsibly.
I'll tell you what, I don't mess around with online gambling because
Not when
I have a very addictive personality, which is why I only do cocaine on Tuesdays.
Yes.
So I don't attempt gambling very often because
Smart
I
move.
start doing it and I'm like,
Smart.
the
The house wins, Carl.
well,
I do this for fun and for giggles. I haven't bet on anything in
Dude, I
years and years.
haven't been in. I mean, there was a casino on the cruise that I took last year, and they give you, when you pay for the cruise, they kick back like $4 to you, like $4 as we used to say.
Okay.
And if you don't spend that $400, it gets absorbed and they just take it. So either you spend it on little, like one of the things I did was I did like a little kayak trip with my friend, and then I did a glass bottom boat in the Bermuda Triangle of the
that's
shipwreck
nice.
at night.
I did that in Bermuda.
Fucking yeah. It might have been the same thing.
My honeymoon was in Bermuda, so yeah, with those rum swizzles and shit.
Oh, I don't know about that. I had me a whole
Ooh,
bunch
get you
of
stoned.
dude. I had that full package. That's what she said. And so I had like amaretto sours. Like it'd be like 10 o'clock in the morning. I'd be on the back deck like, Mr. Park, amaretto sour. I'm like, well, of course.
We were all following your cruise when you went. You put up a few pictures.
Yeah. I had
you look like obviously you were in.
I did
heaven,
some
man.
ride. I did some riding beforehand. I was like, gotta lose weight so I could put weight on in the cruise.
If there's a prettier place on the face of the earth,
But Bermuda?
get me there. Bermuda's unbelievable.
It's amazing.
It's unbelievable. It's not a nightlife place. Like if you're young and looking for,
I think Hamilton is
not so much even
Really?
Hamilton. Not at least when I got married in. Let's see, T-Rex was alive. I got married in '92. So
Bang it, Joe.
So 92 is 30 years ago, 31 years ago. And Hamilton wasn't doing a thing, at least then. I don't think it's changed that much. It's kind of laid back there. It's more of like a, toes in the sand, right? Get on the moped.
Yeah,
fool
tons of mopeds.
Not that it's not like what you would think of like hedonistic mentality. Yeah, I mean, I love Bermuda. It is gorgeous.
They don't have any fresh water.
No, rainwater.
It's all rainwater. All of their water is either brought in by
Isn't that
ship,
amazing?
or they they gather it from their roofs and they
Yeah.
cycle it, and that's what they use. There's no springs.
Yeah.
What? Hey, let's go live there.
Isn't that crazy?
That place with no water?
It's crazy. One of the staff which is always amazing because that's where they go for the externships. All the restaurant people, and they learn their trade. They're hotel people, so you get treated like royalty. Isn't that an incredible place? Right? Everybody just bends over backwards for you, almost to the sense of awkwardness. I'll give you one example.
Yeah.
Our room, they served coffee and Danish in the morning, so they bring it to the room, and everything's billed, charged to your room. So I was like, oh, cream doesn't necessarily agree with me. Do you have whole milk? If you have it, it's too much to ask. No problem. We'll run that right down. So they brought the whole milk. Oh, thank you. That's very nice. My wife and I go out like all day. We're gone. Then we got dinner at night. You dress up and you have the nice little casual or formal, whatever you're doing. This is like 12 hours later. We come in for dinner, and maitre d' like to sit us down, or concierge, whatever they call that person, right? What do they call that person? That like a host, maybe just a host, right?
I mean, if it's a person that meets at the front of the
they have the menu. Come to your table, right? So he's like, because everything's billed, so they need to know your name. But I was like, yeah, we're okay. Follow me. He goes, Mr. McLeod, did you get your milk this morning? I'm like, what? It was like 12 hours ago. I wasn't thinking about that milk, but this dude was. Is that scary?
That's ridiculous.
That was scary.
Well,
on top of
that's
everything. That's their world.
That's the world. I mean, their whole thing.
The
is
reason I went there,
tourism.
I went there with that conversation because one of those employees was like, I got to go stateside. I got to go someplace, New York City or something. You get island fever. Like as much as we love it when we go there, we go, this is gorgeous. Wouldn't you love just like to hang out here all the time?
They get burned out.
It's only 26 square miles or something like that. So they're like done. Like they know every inch of that place, and they got to come our way. Isn't that kind of wacky?
Well, the United States is pretty big. Although you could fit the United States inside, comfortably inside Australia. Actually, Australia has like only somebody could look up the population of Australia. It's significantly small with way more space than the United States. There is a lot of empty space down in it. It's all just rattlesnakes and poisonous jellyfish.
Right.
They're like, I want to pick this up and die.
Ooh. Yeah, hitchhiking back.
Everything. What?
Hitchhiking back from Vegas when I had to.
That's ridiculous.
All I hear it's like getting Twilight, and I'm hearing like, you know, like being from Staten Island. Yeah, some rattlesnake bullshit, I guess. And like, so I'm being from
Yeah, you know
Staten
some rattlesnake
Island.
bullshit.
Yeah, the only thing I ever seen like that was remotely close to any creature was a possum. You know?
Ooh.
A possum. Like, you know, they're everywhere. Possums in the Northeast, obviously. But,
Oh, yeah.
But like, to think that you're out there next to some scorpion or some rattlesnake. Like,
They got tarantulas, I think, out
Yeah,
there. Like
well-
everything that scared me to death as a kid lives out there. Like centipedes that like eat birds and
They say
shit.
they go in your garage and they like go in your sneakers and stuff.
Oh, that scares the shit out of me.
Right? That
no,
would
I don't.
freak me out.
No,
I'm not a fan.
Don't
Not
put
a
your foot. Check on your any place where you have to live where you have to check your shoes before that.
That's what you do.
What is it? Oh, is that your?
That's what. Yeah, I pulled up. I'm sorry, I interrupted you again. I'm doing a lot of interrupting of call tonight on the show. In case you just tuned in.
Keeps me on
Lisa.
my toes.
Is Lisa still out there?
No, she left long ago.
Well, if you
I'm
want-
joking. Of course, Lisa's
Oh,
there.
is she there?
She's like the
Hi,
number.
Lisa.
She keeps me honest. She's like, you spelled that wrong.
He's
you can't
out of,
hear you here.
He's out of the nasty sodas. You could have been a guest tonight. You wouldn't have been forced
Oh my
to drink the
god!
soda.
Oh my god, Lisa, you could have totally been a guest
yep.
tonight. I'm out of sodas.
We could have did
I'm
curtain,
such a dick.
curtain show at the end.
I'm such a
Losing
dick.
my religion.
Look at this guy.
Dun, 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 dun.
Losing my sodas.
Dun, 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 dun. I was singing that in the shower in case I had to play that with you later.
Oh yeah, well,
So,
yeah,
like-
because I have it on the mandolin.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, it's
So-
easy. It's easy as shit. But
Yeah.
it's the mandolin part.
It's you know what it is. It's
Oh, hold on.
it's the singing.
Hold on. Hello? Hold on.
Oh my!
Okay, there you go. Hello?
Hello.
Hello
Hey,
there.
hey everyone, we have Lisa Lerman on the line. Hey, that's a lot of that's a lot of alliteration, Lisa Lerman on the
A lot
line.
of alliteration.
LLL.
That's a lot
LLL.
of alliteration. Oh, Jesus.
The lovely Lisa.
That's a lot of
Squirrel. I heard
alliteration. The lovely Lisa Lerman on the line. At
I
last.
heard interruption. I must call in and interrupt.
La la la.
So yeah, Bobby's right,
Well,
Lisa.
nobody.
How are you?
Bobby's totally right. Where I'm out of sodas, you could have absolutely because I won't let Lisa come on. I'm such a tick. She's like,
Yeah.
she's like,
No, you
I
should
come on.
be.
I'm
He
like,
is.
He should be.
I'm
He
like,
should be. Rules are rules. Rules are rules, Lisa.
Yeah, listen, we drink. This is what we do. We drink soda. We drink strange sodas, and she's like, "I'm not doing that."
Yeah.
And to her credit, she's like, "I'm not doing it."
Right? She's
I said, I'll eat the candy.
both of you
I
were
won't
hard
drink
and
the soda.
yeah.
She's like, and she offers up her husband. She's like, "Mitch can drink it." He's like, "I don't want to drink it either."
We'll get Mikey. He'll do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Give us some pop rocks and a soda, and he'll just blow the fuck up.
I'm kind of bummed. I was envious of it all. I was like, "Oh, I'd like to try one of them things."
Well, you know what? I'll tell you something, Bob. I might be up closer to your neck of the woods at least. There's a place in. Am I correct in thinking the place is called Marlton, New Jersey?
Yeah, Malton's still close to you guys for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was because apparently there's a place called Mr. Suds. No, Mr. Fizz. Mr. Fizz, I think it's called, with 100 varieties of strange sodas, including probably ranch. I've been looking for the ranch soda because I know I will instantly throw up on camera when that because I hate ranch on a normal day. Come on, Lisa, you want to try ranch soda?
That's
you know you
that's
do.
got to be the worst.
No.
Oh, I think there's
No
way worse
argument
than
for
that.
me.
There's got to be worse than that.
Then ranch.
Oh, dude.
I know.
Well, you got to figure. We tried buffalo wing soda. You know you.
I like heat though. I like heat. Ranch dressing. I'm not. No.
You say you like heat?
He said heat
Heat.
because of buffalo
yeah,
wings.
Yeah, like buffalo. Right? You sweat when you eat them. Meat sweats.
I can't do hot stuff anymore.
I like the hot.
So you missed it. And I mean, I'm not saying nothing like that you didn't already know, but you unfortunately missed us at the Red Lantern last week. But Lisa and I did a couple tunes and sweated our collective
Yeah, I
balls
did
off.
some
Those of us
sweating,
that had them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Over,
Yes.
Oh yeah. No, I caught some of that. I was
was,
poking my nose in on it, and I can tell it looked like a wicked day.
Dude, it was.
And heavy rain.
Every
came too.
picture of me, Carl's smiling all pretty, and I'm there like squinting with my hand, wiping my brow.
Yeah. Well, he's a consummate professional. You know, Carl's not going to fake anything. He's just going to get up there and say, "I've done this. I've done all of this."
Dude, it was hot as fuck. I mean, it was. There was one point where a piece of the music like blew away, and Lisa's going to get it. I'm like, I'm blind anyway. I can't see. I could after the first. It was one of the reasons I was wearing glasses. After the first warm up, and I totally broke the rule of a sound check, which is a sound check is not a whole song. And I'm like, fuck it, we're doing the song. So we do Wildflowers because it's got that nice little instrumental piece in the middle where Lisa and I hit it together, and it's just like da 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 da. It sounds really pretty with both instruments. But by the time I got done that, there she goes. But by the time I got done that, there was I don't know. I got to wear a headband like Mark Knopfler. I swear to God. Even on a regular night, I forget how hot it is playing guitar for
Yeah, it's really amazing when you think about
on a normal
My
day.
favorite line of yours was you finished and you said, "I am a puddle with a hat."
I'm a puddle with a hat. I'm a puddle car with a
like
hat.
the Wicked Witch of the West when she melted.
Oh,
right?
Sloppy.
Yeah. Oh.
But yeah, we did. So we did that, and it was a lot of fun. And it went like that because I think we only played like we had set up like we had a half hour. We set up for what was it, at least like 8 songs, and because you do the math, like 4 minutes per song, that's like 32 minutes for 8 songs. So a little bit of banner. So you get ready for 8 in case. But I think we only did like 5, maybe 6. I don't know.
Maybe 6.
We didn't do because we were going to do Lisa's original.
And you were like, "We're going to do all the ones that we always do. And then we'll do the other ones." And I just had a feeling we were going to run out of time. So I was like, no, we're just going to jump to the ones that
we're like, and
never
now we're
played
doing.
before live.
I'm like, because here's how smart we are that we didn't have a set. We had the songs we wanted to do, but we didn't have it in a particular order. And Lisa just has them in like different sets that we did in different like days. She says, "Was this King of Prussia 3?" I'm like, I don't know. It might have been.
Wow.
It might have been that other one.
Wow.
That might have been the Winery 2. I don't know, but
It's like the Grateful Dead bootleg tapes. Right?
I guess. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't think anybody was like driving from Memphis to catch us, but it could happen. And Lisa's playing. You're playing real soon. I saw you got that solo gig coming up. Where are you playing, Lisa?
I'm playing on October 7th in Conshohocken. They're doing a fall into Conchi thing where vendors will be set up in front of the businesses from like 1st Avenue through 6th Avenue, all along Fayette Street from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And I will be playing in front of a bagel shop called Our Daily Bagel.
Woo-hoo. Our Daily Bagel?
I'm very excited. Yes.
I
Our
like
Daily
squiggles.
Bagel. They have like a bagel sandwich. One of the names is, "Thou shalt not steal." They have all sorts of cute names.
Wow.
Well, there you go.
Locks on all of you and your ancestors.
Oh, that's. Where's my drum thing? There you go, everyone. Hey, try the veal. We're here we're here for another 10 minutes. Can you believe it? 10 minutes left.
Get it.
Doesn't it go?
It's frightening.
It goes so fast.
Frightening.
That's what everyone says.
Hey, it goes fast on my couch.
Yeah.
And not just like.
Tis what she proclaimed.
Yeah. Yeah, that one didn't make Bermuda with me. That one checked out. It's like, nah.
Super digital Lisa. You do sound a little robot-y tonight, Lisa. You sound like the robots after dark thing. It was like, I for one welcome our new Lisa robot overlord. Yeah, wait till you hear it back, you'll be like, man, I'm a robot.
No intermission either.
Right?
You didn't even do an intermission.
No, we're just cruising through.
Carl's just trying to get me the hell out of here as fast as he possibly can.
I would be very surprised if when Lisa leaves, if Tex doesn't call. I would be super surprised if that doesn't happen because he has something to say because he's that guy.
I told Mike Nappy to call in when I saw him all in the comments. He just released a new EP on Friday.
Person, a guy or a girl?
Yeah, Mike Nappy he's different, man. He's got gift.
Dude, I've been busy like with life and everything, especially with my retired but not retired and mom. Those of you who know that part of my life, I just don't have time to do anything. So because I would love to hang out with Nappy for an afternoon, I would pick his big delicious brain and come away with enough shit to make 5 albums from it.
Yeah.
And I'm no slouch either. I've been known to write a tune or two.
I'll tell you who crushed it tonight was Muskrat Flats.
Oh, yeah?
There's one song. I wish I knew the title. I asking him, it was on their album that they put out. I guess you call it an album still.
Yeah.
In 2018. It's the only one that's on Spotify.
5 years ago.
I know I listened to some of their stuff, but I didn't listen to the entire thing, obviously, because that song they played would have stuck with me. It was just such a well-structured tune. It's like almost like you're going from a like the Outlaws or something like that. You know, like the band The Outlaws, like a little country music. But then there's this like heavy, like kind of like a metal riff.
Really? In a Muskrat Flats song?
Yeah, it just jumps in. It's like it's just all a moment here and a moment there, and like it just changes. The bass player's terrific. I didn't get to catch his name, but he played with Maggie May, who, do you know her?
Not familiar.
I don't know if she's local or not, but Maggie, shout out to Maggie May, who played in the afternoon at 4 o'clock, and Muskrat's bass player, if I knew his name, he played with her and along.
I can't think of it. I caught a couple videos that
they were a
they
trio.
posted.
They
really
were
good.
Yeah, they were a trio, and the guitar player was very tasty. He was playing like an arch top.
He was tasty. Yeah, he was tasty. He was doing his thing.
Yeah, good stuff today. Holy cow. Muskrats are obviously working on their craft because they were tight.
Nice.
I mean, they were tight. Drummer's good.
I wonder if they were using those big ass 3-way communities I gave him a couple of years ago. I had these big 1,000-watt 3-way community speakers and a 700-watt power amp. I just didn't need it.
Are they on the floor? Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're big.
Yeah.
They're big.
Yeah.
They
actually
put out some fun.
They're actually
sound.
encased in like
the kind of stuff that a cat would want to sharpen his claws with. They're in these really nice boxes. Yeah, I got them because I was playing like a folk gig, and the guy's like, "You're going to need these." I'm like, "Am I?" I was like 20. I was like, "Am I going to? I want to make sure I have something that if I'm playing someplace, she hears me. If I'm playing someplace big, then I want to make sure." And he's like, this will make a dog vomit on the next block. And I'm like,
Seriously.
"Is that good?"
Yeah. Yeah, you could play like the Spectrum. The Spectrum. Look at me, how old I am.
The Spectrum. Lisa, you got anything else going on you want to talk about?
You ran me out of words for the first time ever. Note the time and date.
Note the time and date.
Don't be
I'm
rude.
just enjoying listening to you guys.
Sweet.
Yeah. Make sure you tagged everybody.
Tell your friends.
Tag your enemies. We need as many listeners as
Let's see the record for call-ins, because we never do call-ins. The record for call-ins is 2. And one of them was you before, Lisa. It was you and Shane. So now we are currently tied for the amount of call-ins. If we would like to go for the record, then
Tara Troutner. Do you have any Do you have any Neil Diamond requests? Tara's a huge Neil Diamond
Yes,
lover.
she is.
So,
Hi, Tara. Shout out to Tara.
Yeah. Phone in, Tara, and put in your Neil Diamond request. Maybe we'll slide the curtain across and do.
We're coming to America.
I don't know any Neil Diamond songs without looking at the cheat sheets.
We're coming to America. Home. The home is an E minor home. Feels so far away.
One of the best shows I ever saw, though.
Well, he used to write songs for people long before that he sang them, right? He was like,
he goes way back to like the early 60s, I think.
Back when he wasn't a diamond. He was just Neil Cole back then.
He was like Willie Nelson. You wouldn't even recognize him.
Thank you.
Neil
That's a good joke.
Neil Cole.
That's a good joke,
I'm thinking like COLE until that just clicked. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Comedy people.
Outstanding.
I'm here all the week. So yeah, anyway, Lise, thanks for calling in.
Then he polished up his act.
Oh, that was pretty good. Oh, look at that. Look at at the door. He wants to come in.
He's awesome.
Little cat live. All right, Lise, thanks for calling in. I don't mean to shove you off, but I want to go for a record.
All right, Lisa. You guys can relax.
I'm going to pop off.
Yeah,
Love
you don't.
guys.
The Birds just played Thursday, so you got a nice Sunday of just relaxing without worrying about the Birds.
I know. Yeah, get ready for Monday night.
Oh, that's right, Monday night.
The following
Monday night.
Yeah, not this
Monday. That'd be like
Monday.
wicked fast. Yeah, they get like a bye week. Is that what they call it?
No. They just
Yeah,
played.
they
They
got like a
played
little mini
Thursday.
bye.
They played Thursday night football 2 days ago.
Okay.
So they're getting like a 10-day window.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And 2-0 the Birds. All the green teams are doing well. The 2-0 Birds and my 1-0
except the
Jets.
lost. The Jets lost.
Jets won. They came
Yeah,
back.
won, but they lost.
Congrats for your Jets, Bob.
Yes, I'm happy
I
for
thought
that
they lost
one.
their quarterback.
They did.
That's what I mean. Yeah, the Jets lost their quarterback.
No,
they won
they-
the game, but he busted his
Yeah,
Achilles tendon.
that's a complete bummer.
That's
But we're rooting for hopefully this kid matured. He's a kid. He's 23 years old.
Oh, he'll bounce back.
I mean, he was going through all. They put him they threw him to the wolves as a 21-year-old in that league where there's men in that league. You know, think about being 21.
He's 21?
No, when he first started.
Oh.
So now he's like he just turned 23, I think. So like
Now he's an old man.
I'm not making excuses for the guy. He's
pasture,
he played
Jesus
college
Christ.
football in front of
Hey,
him.
old man, back off. Wear a cardigan sweater. Here's a pipe.
Yeah.
Anyway, Lise,
But
thanks
anyway.
for calling in. Let's
Yep.
see who else we get.
We move on from
Okay,
Aaron
all right.
Rodgers.
Night, guys. Be back in the comments in a minute.
Let's see. This is great. I love this.
Aaron Rodgers is my favorite Jeopardy host.
All right. I'm going to leave it up. Text, if you ding it, I swear to God.
Tex is up late tonight. Sometimes he checks out by now.
Well, sometimes he was like in Detroit, like
Tex is
building-
everywhere. Pick a
He's
state.
everywhere.
Pick a state. Pick it.
Hey, caller, what's up? Welcome to Duck After Dark. I don't know the number.
Pick a nation.
Pick a nation, another nation. Pick a Haitian nation. I'll pick a Haitian nation. Is the Haitian nation calling in? I've got the current events for you.
Wait, Tex, can I merge both calls? So I think I just merged. Wait, Tex, are you there?
That's
Do you
insane.
have the technology to do that?
Dude, this is like.
Oh, Tex, are you there too?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No,
here.
call me Bobby.
No, Tex, you take the call. I'm hanging up.
All
I
right,
was just calling to say he's wrong. There was a night that we had like 7, 8, 9 of us on
what?
a call in.
No.
Like 2 years ago.
No, I didn't have call. Did we? Was I messing with Colin that long ago? I can't remember.
Zooms.
I mean, Zoom, yeah, but
You know what?
he's
No,
talking
you know what?
Colin.
You might be right. We might have stacked up on Zoom like 9 people deep.
Yeah, Zoom.
Dude, that would have been awesome. I remember the one time my birthday show and Shane was on that one too. That my birthday show, they kept putting on people that I didn't know.
Yep.
And it
Yeah,
was,
Eugene called in. I called like everybody.
Is that when Shane was like his audio was
Go
completely
read your
like
comments. Shane and I
bastardized?
will remember.
Do you remember when Shane's audio was
Yeah.
completely bastardized? I think he was in his car on the road or something.
dude, Shane would call. You know who else we used to do that was Mike Scandal. Mike Scandal would come home from Whole Foods and he would he'd be like that. He would broadcast on his way home from
Couldn't
Whole
even
Foods.
hear him.
He'd be like,
I eat her
there's a dog. How much for that hooker? Hey, Tex, long time no see. What have you? I have one mug left in the drawer for you. I forgot to give it to you last week. I have one.
Totally failed at picking it up.
I totally forgot. I totally forgot.
Text, they do exist. There it is.
Right?
Yeah. Something about it.
I'm coming to your house tomorrow. Once it starts raining, I'm coming to your house.
Boom. I will actually. I'm actually going to be on the stage over at the meeting tomorrow, pushing around a genie for 8 fucking hours. I don't exactly know what the ME is going to be doing. I guess just like tweaking the entire grid. Did she strip everything off the grid? Is that what happened?
Don't know. I haven't touched base with Lee or anything since I did the install last Sunday.
Yeah, so I'm there tomorrow, like 10 to 7, just because Lee was like, "Hey, you want to go push around a genie? You know what a genie is? It's like it goes. It's got
No, I was going to ask you. Go.
Tex, how would you describe a genie to a person that is not familiar with it?
It's not like a scissor ladder?
It is a portable elevator, with basket style elevator.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Very good, very good.
Never knew that's what they called
Which
it.
actually should have a little bag with like a basket and a rope on it. Why ours doesn't, I don't know.
Sloppy.
We do? Oh.
Yeah.
It shows you how often I'm up there. But where are you supposed? Wait, tomorrow? What was it? Where are you supposed to be tomorrow, Tex? What are you doing?
I'm actually home. Did you believe it?
Yeah.
What?
Isn't that crazy?
What?
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
What? You mean just? You're not. I mean, just the.
You're not allowed to go. You're not allowed to go near
You're breaking up. I can't.
You're not allowed to go near the garage. You're not playing with any power tools. If you're home, you're home.
He's playing with it. He's got a Mountain Dew in one hand, and
No
normally I'd
doubt
say a
about
Mountain
it.
Dew,
No
and a power
doubt.
tool, and smoking a cigarette. But the cigarettes are gone. So
Yeah, they're good for you, Tex. I know
Yeah,
you.
isn't that weird?
I'm struggling with them. That's why I don't have the prognosticator mask on, because the COPD is kicking me in the ass, and I'm on Trelegy. So if I put that mask over my actual head, I will be not liking things too much. That's why I brought in the dummy.
yeah.
But yeah, good for you. If you're giving them up, that's hard to do, man.
Oh, it's terrible. Yeah, I can't imagine.
they're
Like,
bad quality,
also, it's got to be expensive. If you're smoking a
Yeah.
pack, what are they like $10
Yeah, that's a
now?
vacation, man. That's a vacation.
Oh,
At the end of the year, that's a vacation.
No.
$8 a pack now.
Yeah, $7.50 if it depends what brand you smoke. You know,
So if it's 7 a pack, let's say you do. Let's say somebody do the math.
Don't remind me. A pack. If you smoke a pack a day,
you smoke a pack a day.
It's $2,000.
A year?
It's a vacation.
Easy.
No.
And a nice vacation.
God damn.
It's stupid. It's an addiction.
Well, and I was a 2 and 3 pack a day smoker, so
That's a lot.
You did 2 and 3 pack a day? How are you alive? How do you have any collagen left in your ass whatsoever?
Because he's a tough SOB. That's why he is. But
Jesus
good for you, man. I'm dealing with this, and I still can't get rid of him.
Oh my God!
I slowed down, but it's still dumb. I'm an addict, and there's no skirting the issue. You know.
Look, it's a decision. That's all. It's the only way I can tell you.
Oh,
I
yeah.
cold turkeyed it. I just decided.
That's right.
That
Good for you. You will.
Now, and I'm here to tell you, I want one so bad I can have.
No, you don't. You don't want to. Well, you have to be honest. No, you're honest. No, I appreciate your honesty because I'm trying to do this subliminal. You know.
Were you drinking?
I was drinking, but that was like that was at 4:00 this afternoon. I shut it down because I don't know these roads around here. I'm on Providence Road.
Dude, Route 1 is the friggin' gauntlet. Dex will tell you that.
Providence Road.
Oh, yeah.
You can't drink on Providence Road.
I mean, you can. You can do anything.
But oh man, and the headlights. I'm like, I don't know.
So there's that.
What's that?
I said you can't drink and drive. Period. So
No, you just don't. No, I shut it down. I went to see Muskrats today. I sipped one bourbon and Coke, and then that was it. Coffee after that, and I'm done. And
I could do with a soda or a thing. I was falling asleep the other night. I went to see Eddie Izzard with Genevieve with Texas Jenny, and the first act they shut down the concessions like 5 minutes before the first act.
Wow.
And we were going to load up on stuff, and I sat down after working or doing stuff all day, and I sat down and went, oh shit, I'm like legit tired.
Gassed.
Yeah. And I sat my ass down in those weird seats. You know, Genevieve, the rake in the audience there is not as harsh as I thought it was, but it was so it felt like the seats were raked as well, to the point where I took out my phone and Jenny and I measured.
It was one of the first things she talked about when she got home.
Yeah,
what's raked? What's raked?
Raked means the slant of the theater leading down to the stage. There's a rake of the stage. There's a rake the other direction. Well, like Tex will correct me if I'm wrong. So there's a rake of the stage.
This goes back to the Shakespearean times because I love my stupid useless history.
Well,
you heard the term upstage and downstage?
Yes.
So the stage used to be raked, i.e., the back of the stage, upstage, used to be higher than the front of the stage, downstage.
Okay.
And the audience used to sit flat. Now, because we're smarter, the audience is raked and the stage is flat.
Huh.
Yeah, like a Greek, like a Greek amphitheater kind of changed that a little bit.
No, that kind of stuff fascinates me. It really does. Not to the degree of where I'm going to go like do a deep dive.
Nah.
But when you don't know that world. And you find out these things go so far back because, like he just mentioned, Shakespeare and
Well, I mean, the Colosseum, and Tex will correct me if I'm wrong, or Lisa will write it out here. Is at what time? What did you pull out? Yes, we did. I did pull out a level application, and I put it on the floor and on the chair and on the seat, because it felt like it was raked forward. Like I felt like I was sitting forward in it. Also, the seats felt way close together, which it's the Miller Theater there. But long story short, yeah. Oh boy, I think they might have been original. They were wooden. The backs of them were. I mean, they felt like I was sitting in church. But that first, luckily he had an intermission, and at the intermission we went out and I got like a soda, and it perked me right up.
Does this wooden seat rock? Can I get like a sweet tea with this? The
sweet tea. I do. I love sweet tea.
Ooh.
I love what do you call it? Iced tea. I used to make iced tea for my kids and myself every day. Every single day I'd make a big pitcher of iced tea. And then we drink it. And then I would just like get fatter and fatter and fatter until I had gravity. And so, but that was then. I'm only slightly fat now. Back then I was morbidly obese.
Tex, you've been everywhere, I know. And if you said this and I forgot, then shame on me. But I don't think I did. Carl just mentioned the Coliseum. Have we ever been there?
As in true Rome?
Yes.
No, I have not. I have not been to Europe.
Would you like to see that? Because you've so traveled. That's probably something that would interest you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think so. Like, I look at it and I go, I'm good. I see it on my television.
Honestly, I think Italy. I was watching. Conan did a tour of Italy with his producer, and it's one of the funniest things I've ever friggin' seen because they do it in like a little mini Fiat, like a tiny Fiat, and Conan's like 6'5".
Conan's hilarious. Yeah, he's hilarious.
6'5", and they go through like the vineyards and stuff, and it's just. But Italy, as pretty as it is, I don't really want to see it. I mean, Venice and Rome and all this other, and Pompeii, and all this other stuff. Oh, Pompeii's probably really cool.
No, there's a chunk of me that wants to go see that honestly go see the history,
right?
And like do the tourist trap thing. Just if I won the lottery and all that kind of
right. Yeah,
maybe I would try and find some ritzy ditzy month-long tour, but I'm talking like I'm retired with $1 gazillion somehow.
Yeah, no, that shit's expensive to get any of those places. Really, just
if
airfare
you're going to do it
alone
right,
is
either
crazy.
that or you.
I thought maybe in one of his job travels that maybe he found his way over there, but no, that's a different.
No, I North and South America
Okay.
haven't gone left and right yet.
Yeah, I think I would have remembered you mentioning a place like that, because those places are just the Parthenon. Is that how you pronounce it? Parthenon.
The Parthenon, that's Greece. I'm pretty sure.
Crazy. All that.
No, I think the Parthenon's Greece. I know the Acropolis is Greece. The Parthenon
is
it might
also,
be Rome.
Is also.
It's also Greece.
I think that's also Greece.
I don't know. Lisa will tell us in approximately 19.4 seconds.
Yeah.
She'll be like, by the way, this is what it is.
And Maria knows Greece. Maria from Ireland.
Oh, yeah?
She checks out everybody's sets. You know Maria.
Oh, yeah.
Hold your chain. I think that's how you pronounce it. But, I'm taking a shortcut there, Maria. Hold your chain. It's like hold hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Maria's so cool. She's very traveled. She goes to Cyprus and Turkey and places like that. So she's
Jordan Selansky. Yeah, if anyone gets the chance to watch the Conan,
I will
take it because it's Conan Towards the World or something. Because he goes to like Cuba and then Korea and other places, but Italy with his producer. Tostradamus. Italy with his producer is one of the funniest things I've ever seen because he wants to kill him constantly, and a lot of it's like played up for fun, haha. Yeah. But every once in a while, he just wants to fucking throttle him. He just can't
Conan's
stand
a trip,
it.
man.
Yeah, I love Conan. I steal a lot of my shit from Conan. Like when I interview people and when I, just do this when I talk to the camera or I'd like mug it and stuff like that. I steal from Stewart and Conan a lot.
You know why I love your dad show so much? Probably because I don't know how much you've watched Craig Ferguson.
Oh, Ferguson's brilliant.
With Jeffrey Peterson, the skeleton.
Yeah.
Right? They did the same thing every night.
Yeah.
So, like, this dad show. Whoa.
Yep.
Was that me? Oh, that was text. So, the dad show is very similar.
Feel free, people. Remember, you can call in while text is still on, and I'll just add you to the call. We could just be like 1 2 1 2 1 2 like that. If you know my number. If you don't know my number, well, you don't. I guess you don't know my number. I'm not. But if you do, hey, feel free. Anyway, sorry, you're saying
that's my humor. Like I don't. I love when things are repetitious because you already know it's coming. Like, you don't even have to think hard about it.
Remember,
it's going to be funny again.
Way in the beginning, Conan used to do these pieces where they would, cut out the mouths of people. I love pancakes. Get to the chop saw. No. And they would just cut out his mouth, and it would just be the most ridiculous thing.
Ridiculous. The rhinoceros on the wall.
I don't remember
that was in the later years. Out of control.
Well, they used to do it in the year 2000.
Secretariat, the horse.
In the year 2000.
Yeah. Oh, Secretariat, the horse.
Oh, he would walk on, or the bear, or the masturbating bear.
Yeah, just out of control.
Seriously,
and it was the same thing all the time. He'd go, "Oh, we have a picture of Paul McCartney here, don't we?" And he'd show a picture of Angela Lansbury. And it was that you knew it was coming all the time, and that's why I look so forward to this dad show because it's very similar in its vein, where you're going to have a different guest, but you're still going to go back and grab and pull from things that people already know. So it's just a riot. And you don't even have to think about it hard. Which takes a great memory.
It's the final countdown.
Oh, wait, you know what? I remember the final countdown. Where Where's one of my big ones? I was going to bring up top 5 for a second. I think I keep that one loaded. Top five, actually. The one of the original things that I did. What's in the box? Taste test.
Oh, by the way, as I interrupt the call one more time, since I'm the guest tonight, this might end up like one of those sets of mine where we're still here at 3:00.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but go ahead.
Top 5.
Music? No.
There you go. Top 5, people. Top 5. So,
is that going to pop up? Top 5?
No, it just did. No, it did it while you were talking. See, you guys were talking during it. So, the top 5, since you're a sports guy a little bit, we'll hang for a little bit. We'll cruise it to midnight. What are your top 5 favorite sports moments in the past your entire life that you've seen on TV or experienced in person on TV
that
or anything?
Be too hard.
No, the top 5 are like all time, and obviously, if you've, it's like Rick Beato. Like if you can, this.
I'm a big baseball guy.
Okay,
that's what I played.
Okay,
like most of my my weekend warrior world was playing lots of ball. Yeah, played baseball till I was 50. And speaking of hot days like that, I would catch a doubleheader in that. You know what I mean? So I just loved it. I would say top 5. Now you got to remember, I'm in the wrong neighborhood, but that's why the Eagles, and I don't mean to go sidetracked here, but that's why like the Eagles and Jets, there's no like skin in the game. Like the Eagles can go win the Super Bowl, like it doesn't like hassle me, but the other sports, the hockey and the baseball, that's tricky for me. So, needless to say, I'm a Met fan. So,
you poor thing.
That's the deal. That's the deal.
For those of you that the Mets, it's a labor of love for you guys.
So is Philly. Think about it, Carl. We have the exact same lifetime. We both have no. We both have 2 World Series. That's all we have. You don't have any more. You have 2. Okay.
Mets have 2? I don't think.
1969. That I was 11 years old. As the Jets, I was 11 years old. So you got to remember, it's painful to be a Mets fan, but it's not so warm and fuzzy to be a Phillies fan either. You know, and the football was a struggle for the longest time for the Eagles. Yeah, I mean, let's face it.
Until 17, they never won.
Regular seasons were wonderful. A lot of the stretches.
Think of the Randall Cunningham years.
Andy Reid.
Terrific. It was a pleasure just to watch them.
Andy Reid, outside of like the current Bill Belichick, like Andy Reid's resume is off the charts. How much winning that man has done. He's one of the best football coaches.
Winning.
Yeah. Now he's got 2 bowls with the Kansas City.
So do I.
But he's been in.
I don't brag about it.
But he's been in 3 now back to your top 5.
Makes you wonder how bad he was held back.
Oh.
What did I miss?
It makes you figure how bad he was held back by the other places, maybe.
You never know. It's tricky. I mean, when it comes to professional sports, you're dealing with like losing players, contracts. You can't. Who knows? They're dealing with things behind closed doors that we don't even know.
Sports ball.
Yeah, sports ball. I'll give you my top 5 since we're going to go there.
Go ahead.
I'm certainly.
Look at Steve. Boo. That's good. Go ahead.
Certainly 1969. I came home from my Catholic school, grammar school, with my transistor radio on my ear, running because the World Series were played during the day back then. They didn't play at night. So I came home and
they didn't have lights yet.
And no, they all had lights.
No, I'm being smart.
But
they played by candlelight.
Wrigley Field didn't have lights.
Tex gets it.
Wrigley didn't have lights until 1989. And they've been around since 1898.
Really?
Yeah.
Bobby, he's calling you dinosaur dirt. You just didn't hear him say it.
No, it's fair game. It's fair game, Tex. Because a lot of my love affair for sports all was built around that time frame.
Well, that's like the golden age of baseball back then.
I'm not buying half of that either, Carl.
Really?
We could talk about this on a private moment for hours on end, and you won't want to meet me there because you'd be like, oh Christ, I wish I was drinking fucking Jack Daniels.
Open up.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, but it's a thing that burns through my core when it comes to sports, and so yes, a lot of my fundamental core was built around what some consider the golden days. No, right now. In my personal opinion, The best baseball players that ever walked the face of the earth are playing right now. They're incredible athletes. They're doing things. They have everything going their way. The fields are manicured like pool tables.
Yeah, the technology is so ingrained and so deep now.
You see a guy. They used to make a big deal out of Brooks Robinson and he's got 14 Gold Glove awards. He won the Gold Glove almost every year at third base for his entire career. He's considered like the Mount Rushmore of third basemen defensively. Now Brooks Robinson. Sure. Brooks Robinson is somebody I watched a little bit, not all of it, but I watched enough of it to understand how good he was. And he used to make some terrific plays. I'm watching these guys now, and I can give you some names: Nolan Arenado, Chapman for Toronto now. He was with Oakland. Manny Machado. The arm strength on these guys. They're fielding the ground ball and they're pulling themselves into the third base coach's box and flipping it across the infield on the money, and nailing fast dudes. These are like these. Go ahead, Tex.
It's funny. I was standing in Citizens Bank Park today on the field because we're getting ready for the concert coming up. One of the guys was like kicking around. He goes, "Yeah, I could throw somebody out from here."
Who?
And I looked at him and went, "Good thing you didn't throw a name out there because the only person you could throw out is you. You could throw out your shoulder, your
right?
elbow."
Tex,
died laughing at him.
Yeah. I played some tournament baseball down in Florida, over 30 league, but there were some ex-major leaguers in this tournament and some guys that were probably very close. And you look at their skill set and you go, that guy didn't get there? Like, how good are those guys that are there? Like a flick of the wrist.
I used to hang out with this kid, and he was like the sports kid, and he played like baseball for the high school and stuff like that. And he ended up playing like Double A? What's the one right beneath it? Is it Double A ball or
Double A is really the hardcore next generation. Triple A is kind of like a revolving door of ex guys that get put back down.
Well,
so it's hard to say which one you consider the better level.
Well, what one is like? Okay, so major league is here. What do they farm off of to get to the
Triple A is the last stop when you can really see a lot of
up and comers.
Go ahead, Nick.
No, let me sum it up for you. You can watch a great game, but you can still afford the ticket and the hot dog.
Oh, yeah, I'm a big believer in the atmosphere of minor league baseball.
So are the Blue Rocks down in Wilmington? Are they Double A? Are they Triple A?
You can get season tickets for the cost of one home game at the Phillies.
Oh, for sure. Well, by me, Carl, we have the Phillies affiliate in Lakewood, New Jersey.
And there used to be the Reading Phillies too. Are they still there? Or not so much
they're
anymore?
Still in Reading.
No, massive reorganization. No, none of that's what you think it is anymore.
They have the Iron Pigs, right?
What?
The Iron Pigs.
Why are pigs made of iron? Wouldn't they be magnetic?
But anyway.
Because that's what we throw around the ceiling. Anyways.
Yeah, no, it's...
Top five.
Top five. So that's the 1969 World Series.
Okay,
that's right there.
And who was that? That was Mets obviously beating who?
The Orioles, who were like very heavily... Well, not heavily, but certainly favored to beat the amazing Mets. Because, the Mets were a dog. They were the first,
When was the other time the Mets won?
1986.
I was going to say because I remember Oil Can Harry pitching for the Orioles.
Oil Can Boyd.
Yeah, it was Boyle. It was Boyd. But he was pitching for the
Red Sox.
And there was oh my God, you're right. I'm sorry, it's the Red Sox. That was the guy bobbled the thing. That was like the Red Sox.
It gets by Buckner.
Yeah,
the guy got like death threats at his house.
Oh my God, they wanted to kill him. That poor fella.
Right, you're playing a game. So you make a mistake. Like
you
got to get.
I watched that. I'll tell you how long ago that was. I was in my college dorm room, and I only went to college for 3 weeks, and I played pool all 3 of them. Yeah. So it was. That's how long.
That's my other light. That's my other.
They're like, kid, don't you have English tomorrow? I don't know. I'm gonna put some English on this ball right now.
Ooh, you want me to put billiards in sports ball?
What do you got?
I grew up in a pool hall in Staten Island. I basically lived there.
Like Fats Domino and shit like that.
Oh man, Diamond Billiards down at Bryce's Corner. Spent quite a few nights.
I missed that.
Oh, he's talking about like playing like down at Price's Corner and down there, not far from where he used to work. Well, yeah, he used to work because you guys moved now. But my old man, we had a pool table in the basement. My old man played some serious pool, and my brother plays amazing pool. And I gave up because.
Do you know how to play straight pool?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know the dynamic.
Yeah, well, I know what I was taught. I don't know if it's true or not, but what I was taught was you think that the shot you're making, that's done. You've made that shot, that's done. What's the next shot?
Right.
While you're making this shot you're doing right now, that's done.
It's about the next two leads.
Where's it going?
Well, they call it 14.1 pocket billiards, technically.
Blah.
Well, here's the deal. It's straight pool. They call it straight pool.
Yeah.
And usually you can shoot any ball. It's not like 8 ball. You can shoot any color, any stripe, any solid. But what you do is
table's bigger on that one, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
But you play
Same table.
you play a lot of safeties until the thing gets a little spread and you have the opportunity to run a lot of balls. So they'll play these like strategic safes. And they actually have like rules to it. Like if you don't do it correctly, you scratch. And then you have ball in hand. And then from that's a big problem for somebody that at their level.
It was a problem for me in my teenage years.
The reason I brought this up, Carl?
Yes.
The world, you know what the world record is for a straight pull for the amount of balls sank before their turn is up?
Well, how many balls?
536.
That's a very big table.
That's insane.
How do you fit so many balls on a table?
Willie Mosconi.
You don't.
I know. I'm being a smart ass.
Where you go?
Willie Mosconi, 536. It's like the baseball record, the home run record. It's like
The fighting Phil.
It's untouchable. 536. You know how many racks that is? There's 14 balls in a rack. Do the math. Right? It's basically
a lot.
48 racks or some crap like that without missing. And so not only do you have to make the last ball of the 14, you have to position the cue ball to then start the next rack, sink that ball and clear and bust with the English to bust open the balls to get that run going again. 48 racks in a row. Like, are you effing kidding me? So,
I got to sample that one.
In my neighborhood, and go look it up in the record books. The guy who ran my pool hall, he's in the Hall of Fame. His name's Peter Margot. I was a teenager, 14-year-old kid hanging out there, and it was like a safe place to be, believe it or not, the pool hall. It kept me out of other bullshit.
Mothers of River City.
Right. You know, isn't that crazy? That's how like my neighborhood was a little tricky. So like a lot of drugs, a lot of you know, junkies and nice people. Don't get me wrong. Like, but my mother was the breadwinner. My father was an alcoholic, full blown, you know, most days. So my mother had to go to work, or else I'd have been on welfare. That's no doubt. So I would go to pool hall. I'd skip school. I'd take the Staten Island ferry back and forth for a quarter, right? It might have been a nickel. I'd go back and forth until like school hour was over, and then I'd go to pool hall and clean the tables and make a few bucks to spend the rest of the day and hanging out with my friends and shooting pool. The guy who owned the pool hall, he ran 301 in U.S. Open. That's the kind of level this guy that I hung out in his pool hall. So when I look at that, I go, that's not normal. That's like a golfer who's like Tiger Woods. You know what I mean? You're looking at people that play at that. It's a skill. Like you can try your ass off to get good at pool, but to be able to play like that, that's another planet. Much like Major League Baseball players and even AA players, like you start crunching, you start closing that window.
And so you're putting pool in your top 5.
I'll throw it in there now. So so we don't waste anybody's time out there, like Lisa.
So just like an afternoon after school, like that.
We'll throw it in it. So yeah, that's really cool. I'm glad you brought it up actually, because that was a big chunk of my younger life.
Of your misspent youth or spent youth, if it was keeping you away from the bad stuff.
Did you ever see Color of Money?
Yeah.
Remember when they were all going hooting because he was a cocky bastard, right? Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Right? Unlikable, actually. You know, because I always liked pool as like had a kind of touch of class to it. You know, I mean, even though it was seedy and the smoking but it also had a sense of like, shut your face. You know, don't talk until smoking too. So when he was in that movie, it kind of pissed me off in a way. But anyway, I enjoyed it. It was fine. Paul Newman making a comeback. But they start chanting, Balabushka. Remember that?
I don't remember that.
Then I won't go on with it. I'll just bore you to tears.
Okay, well.
There was a guy named George Balabushka.
He's a big guy.
He was a cue maker. He made the pool cues, the two pieces and all. I actually went to the guy's house. He was in Elizabeth. I thought maybe you'd remember that from the movie.
No.
They were all like,
that movie was
Paul
86.
Newman let him use the cue. It's like somebody handed a Gibson guitar.
It's like Excalibur.
Balabushka. And that's it. So that's
if you can pull this stick from my ass, then you can use it.
Now here's the one in person.
Do it now.
The one in person. Hold on. Put the stick up.
This is the longest top 5 ever, by the way.
Put the
He
stick
holds
up-
the record
Put the stick up his ass.
for the.
I
We're
got
on. We still have 3 more. You have 7
You
minutes.
wanted a record.
Here's the one in person. I was at the playoff game where to get to the World Series, the Mets were playing the Houston Astros, which some people consider one of the, if not the best, most exciting, postseason series. Now some have since superseded that. Like the Cardinals against the, we won't go on and on. But I was at a game where Lenny Dykstra, who also ended up playing with the Phillies.
That name I know.
He hit for the Mets when he was still with the Mets. He hit a walk-off home run right in front of my eye. I was up in the right field upper tank, and I'm just, the flight of the ball was just like under my nose. Like that's how high up we were at Shea Stadium, that the ball was just like it was on like a cloud. And I'm going, that shit's going out. That shit's going out. And until he started doing the steroids, like he was just a little slap kind of hitter most days. But if he must have caught it right, and he launches this thing and walk off. I was jumping on people I didn't even know, and all the way down. Now the series had to continue, but that was a swing game. That was game 3. If they lost that series, they would have had to go back to Houston, down. So what ended up happening was we're high fiving the cops and people chanting Lenny, Lenny. That is the in-person sporting event that I witnessed. That was pretty intense. I also, in 1973, I was 15. And me and one of my buddies from the neighborhood took the train and went to Shea. And I thought I might have seen Willie Mays' actually last game because he was very much not playing, was relegated to pinch hitting because he started losing his wheels. He was 42 years old or something. But they played the Cincinnati Reds, and that's the series where Bud Harrelson, who was my favorite player, was a shortstop because that's kind of where I played a lot.
Yeah.
And him and Pete Rose got in a fight at second base because Pete Rose came in pretty hard.
Was Rose with the Reds at this point?
Pete Rose was still with Cincinnati. And you're talking 1973. And that was, the Mets clinched it. And they went to World Series and played against the Oakland A's. And they lost to Reggie Jackson and all that buzzsaw of the Oakland A's. That was probably one of the better baseball teams, I think, in the history of the game. With Raleigh Fingers and that I can almost name that whole.
Damn, Bobby, you know your shit.
I do know sports, but and especially
Bobby,
yes.
That's 4 out of 5. You got 1 minute.
Okay.
We're about to hit midnight.
All right.
Oh yeah.
One
Right.
more.
What's your?
I'm gonna have to go.
Curling.
No. Secretariat.
Seriously, okay.
So, now
there you go.
I lost my luster, and actually my youngest son, who's now 25, he talked me off the ledge. And I haven't watched like any horse racing in about 4 years now, because of the cruelty involved. And it took my 25-year-old son to because he loves animals. He could actually probably work in the field with animals because he just loves animals, and he just can't stomach it. He's like, nah, that's a bunch of bullshit. And to run a fucking horse around in a circle and shit like that. Now I grew up, I told you, pool hall, OTB, off track.
I was gonna say the dogs and shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah, never liked the dogs. Like greyhounds, I wouldn't. That's kind of callous to me too. They just slam into a net and shit.
Yeah, I
don't
got a friend who
understand
has
that
one.
the horses get fed well. They're people tell you that this conversation can go on forever too. They're meant to run. They're thoroughbreds.
Yeah, believe it or not, the horses have a certain amount of time, but they really, truly are taken care of.
They're taken very well care of, but it's still, it pains you to know that it's all centered around gambling. If you took the gambling, there'd be crickets there. Nobody's really going to watch the pageantry.
Nah, not anymore.
What's the fucking word?
Like,
Pageantry.
The pageantry.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, like going to Winterthur and like the high end, the true gathering of the point-to-point races and all that.
Yeah.
Now it's all like I'm watching it die. I hate to say it because it's such tradition and so rooted that but I'm watching that high end die. Like you said, it's just about the betting anymore.
Yeah, and I guess that's the thing, sport of kings and all of that. But I will say the goosebumps I got from watching that again as a 15-year-old, 1973. Secretariat, just obliterating world records and the way he did, and that last race. Have you ever seen that last race? Did you follow her? the Belmont Stakes was the last is the last leg of the Triple Crown. You got the Kentucky Derby, then
And then
the
the Preakness, and
which
then-
is
yeah.
which was a great. My wife and I just went.
Well, one's on like dirt. One's
They're all dirt. They're all dirt.
Oh, I thought
there
was
the track sizes are.
Oh, is that the
some
only
of
difference?
Some of the turns
I
are
thought-
tighter.
okay.
Like Preakness is. I think the Derby. Maybe you know as well, Tex. The Derby I want to say is 1.25 miles, and the turns are kind. But they have. But they have they usually have a big field in the Derby because everybody wants to win the Kentucky Derby. So you might see like 22 horses out there. It's maddening.
Well, I mean, the reason it's so tough for a horse to win, I always heard, because they're so different. The courses are so different.
Right.
Like, I guess lengthwise. I thought there was actually physical things, but that's like asking a marathoner to compete in like a 50-yard dash, and
they do.
But they don't. The guys who are excellent at this can't do that. The guys who are excellent at this. So to find a horse that can do each one apparently is amazing.
And
it's very rare, right? It's like
it's been rare for a little. Tex seems to know. Like for a while, you had like a big gap between I think it was War Admiral and like in the 19.
And they're all local. They're right up here. They all came right up here from Lima. The War Admiral and Soldier Song.
Yes.
And all those guys. They're from a farm like literally a mile from here.
Yep.
Yeah, they were all raised. Right there.
No, it's fascinating. And Secretary, pull on the YouTube video just for
the internet.
For history's sake, it'll blow your mind. Like the call of the race. Listening to the passion behind the guy calling that race. When he does 31 lanes call, it was like these horses that kind of kept up with him in the first two races. Sham, I know for a fact because OTB was my brother was 17 and he went down to OTB and he could pass for 18, so he went to OTB and bet those races. And what ended up happening was I picked the exact. I had Secretariat and Sham. Sham, first and second. It was the way it ended in the Derby, so I think I won like $18 for my $2 bet because he was the favorite. Secretary was always going to.
Yeah, that was a lock. So who came in second?
He started out like the 2-1 favorite, then he went to like 1-5. By the Belmont Stakes, he was 1-9. People never cashed their ticket. He paid on a $2 bet. He paid 10 cents. He paid $2.10. So if you risk $2, he did win. But you only got a dime, so people kept the ticket.
I never really understood how that worked. That's
well,
kind of interesting.
that's the whole gambling aspect. But the pisser of it was, people didn't even catch the ticket. They're like, I have a feeling this is history, and it turned out to be because there was another gap between the next Triple Crown winner, 20-something years.
Right.
But it was right, Tex. That race was just phenomenal.
Yeah, the last true Triple Crown was now 3 years ago.
Yeah, not too long ago. Yeah, I stopped following it like
2 years ago. We had an actual Triple Crown because I was up in Belmont for it.
Hey, oh yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a wall. That's a sea of humanity up there, right? The Belmont. That's 100,000 people go to that thing.
Oh my God.
It's ridiculous.
And if you know that area at all, yeah, that's right.
It was never made for it.
Oh no, the track.
That's literally why.
No, the roads are a train wreck. The Brooklyn Queens Expressway.
No, everything up there is terrible. It's literally why I go up to the Belmont Stakes. They had a company, and the guy brought us in to do the roof for him. Yeah. Great dude. But so they literally have us do a concert to entertain the people because it takes so long for everyone to leave.
Wow.
I'm not kidding.
I
That's
can
why
believe it. I've never gone. No, I wouldn't go to that. You couldn't pay me to go to that. They pay you. They pay you to go to that.
They do.
That's why Tex goes, because they do pay him. But no, I'm not that big of a sports ball fan, Carl. Where you don't see me go to the Belmont Stakes.
You're pretty big. Hey, that's it, man. We went a half hour over.
I did see Peter Frampton at JFK before they tore it down. Yes was the headliner.
I was going to say
legendary concert. Yep. I was I think 18. I just turned 18. 1976, I think that was.
JFK was torn down.
I slept there overnight. Oh, by the way, did you ever go to a massive general admission show where you can get crushed going in?
I was going to do that for the Pink Floyd A Momentary Lapse of Reason tour.
Don't ever do it.
I was going to do it because I really love. That's one of my favorite Pink Floyd albums.
I felt how you could get killed.
And they was like this general admission. Whoever gets there can just sit where they want. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do that.
Don't ever do it. I don't think they'll allow it anymore.
No.
I think they cut it out. The Who concert.
If I want to get trampled, I'll just have 3 kids and have them walk all over me for the rest of my life.
Oh, wait.
I didn't know. 18 years old. We slept out because we wanted to get the best seat.
Bobby, what do you want to finish up with? We're heading out. I'm going to bed.
Turning around, looking at 100,000 people behind me.
Yeah.
I was 10 feet from the stage, and you turn around in that stadium and you go, "Holy crap! Holy crap! What am I doing? How did I get here?" Like,
I ask that every day.
I loved it. That was during the whole era with Rocky movie came out. Like, Philly to me was not anything I knew, so that concert made me make a bond with this region somewhat. You know what I mean? Where I was like, I need to know more about Philly.
And you guys from Jersey, you either have. I mean, you either have
really
to do
a New
like,
Yorker from my
That's the thing. You guys
time.
either have to do New York or you have to pick one.
I have fallen in love with both.
God help you if you're in Trenton.
Yeah, you're kind of stuck.
That's like you might as well be in, I don't know where. Pick a state. That's not New Jersey. That's Trenton's not New Jersey.
Staten Island at that point, you're stuck.
Yeah, Staten Island.
I think it's your capital, isn't it? Wait, is
Staten
Camden?
Island.
No, Trenton. Trenton's the capital of New Jersey,
Trenton
right?
is the capital. I think it used to be Newark years and years and years ago, before we were born.
I don't know.
But yeah. All right.
All right, moving out of here.
All right, you know what? Do you want me to just have everybody look at my picks online? Do you want me to pick them live?
Oh, it's up to you.
Well, you want to get out of here.
I do. I gotta be.
It don't take long.
No, go ahead.
It won't take long.
No,
I already had them up there on the Google.
So how many you calling for this week?
Two games.
Okay.
Go 2 games. I'm not even gonna give a.
Tell me the teams and tell me the teams before you tell me the
Okay.
your pick.
All right. See if you can do what I said.
That's what I'm gonna try. Because
Let's go with
I
the
picked
Tennessee Titans against the Cleveland Browns.
Okay.
What do you think the spread is?
So the spread?
Yeah, if you said
the points between them,
it's in
if
Cleveland.
they cover the spread.
It's in Cleveland.
How big is the spread?
Yeah.
The Browns against what was the other one again?
The Titans.
Tennessee. So the spread is 17 points?
Oh no.
Oh really?
The Browns are giving up 4.5 points.
Just that?
That's all. It's professional football.
Dude, I thought
The
were better
Titans
than
have
that.
been good. Tennessee.
I thought they were better than that.
The Browns are getting good.
By the way, Tennessee Titans are going to win because they have the better helmets.
You heard it here first. And I'm gonna let Carl be.
What's up with the Browns, man? Hey, what do you want on the side of your helmet? Well, you can have anything. You can have absolutely anything in the entire world you want. Any logo, you can have everything. Yes, and it's just like, you know what? It's shit.
It's shit.
There you go.
The Browns.
The Browns.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you want to name your team? I don't know. Well, how about a color? Oh, like the Blues? Like we're from maybe New Orleans?
They're actually named
purple. Nah.
They're actually named after
What are they named after?
They're named after a person. They are.
Like a person?
Paul Brown.
There's a football team named after a single person. Are they the only football team named after a single person?
Paul Brown.
Are they the only team named after a
you gotta
person
think
in
so.
professional sports?
You got to think so.
Hey, everybody, welcome to this is the Bobs. Versus, Lucille, I guess. Okay,
Yeah.
so what's the second one?
Paul Brown, legendary football coach.
Amazing.
Yep, who went on to coach the Bengals and then.
Look at this, I'm learning things.
And
I don't like it.
Yeah. And the greatest football player people think of all time, Jim Brown, who played for the Browns. Is that the sickest, stupidest shit ever? You remember Jim Brown, movie star and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in
Raquel Welch and
yeah, okay, yeah. I was trying to remember.
Oh, he's in that great movie with all the.
Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh, what's the name of that movie?
Who we got up next?
Lee Marvin was in it. Oh God, come on.
What's the next pick there, Bobby?
The next pick, Tex. I'm sorry to keep you up all night, and you've been an awesome trooper for doing this. I'm going to go with the Raiders
over
at home +1 against the Steelers. So I'm going to agree.
What are the Steelers at right now? They're
They're one game. Everybody's got one game.
Okay.
You can't judge it by that, Carl.
All right.
Not even.
It's way too early for that.
Way
you can't
early.
judge it off that.
No. And you can't judge anything I say anyway because
you whiffed three of
last
them
year I
week.
was 15-14.
Look, I'll tell you, I'm gonna go the other way around. The Steelers are a Pennsylvania team, so I'm gonna pick them.
Okay, all right. And honest with you, Mark Calvin would do this. He hates my picks. He's always butting heads with my picks. I said, man, how about in year 3, Mark? You come on as the Markinator, and I'll be the prognosticator. You be the Markinator, and we'll go head to head.
Head to head. You have to make a special graphic for that.
He didn't care for it, Tex. He was drinking Jameson, so he's like, I'm not.
That sounds delicious.
He's like, I got better shit to do on a Sunday.
I don't drink whiskey.
He
man.
didn't actually
Not my
say
thing.
all of that, but I saw it in his eyes. He's not going to be doing it.
It's okay. It's Irish.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we love
Well, thanks for coming on, Bobby.
Oh, Carl, this is an absolute treat.
I'm sorry. I'm glad you had a good time.
You know that. That's it. Titty sprinkles.
Wait. Oh, wait. Did I lose it again? It's wait.
I can smell it.
My favorite.
No.
That's my favorite one. I think of all of them.
Wait, who's calling in? God damn it.
Who is calling?
For Tex, merge with Tex. Here you go.
Okay.
Hey, welcome to Delco After Dark. Who's this?
You're not getting off that early. You're not getting off that early. You think you're getting off this early?
What the hell
here?
are you doing there?
Hey,
Is that Shane?
I'm here. I got a headline to share with everybody.
What is
I got
it?
a headline to share with
See,
everybody.
you
Has anybody been
you could
following
do
the
this.
news?
You could do this every fucking week. That save me. I
You
could
know.
like take a leak. Go ahead. What do you got?
Well,
Oh, wait a second. So you guys been watching the headlines? You guys been following the news?
He's so stoned. Go ahead.
Well, okay. If you haven't been, have you been to the grocery store?
I have been to.
Inflation is through the roof. Through the roof. Everything. Everything is so through the roof. Such that if you've been following the news, the Urban Dictionary has had to change the definition of the term 69 to 96 because of inflation.
Because the cost of inflation.
Yeah, because the cost of inflation. It's terrible. It's just terrible. So I just wanted to make sure you guys are up on the news here.
all right.
And make sure you know you're not getting off that early here.
So next
It's
time,
just 12 o'clock.
next time you're rolling around in the sack, you're supposed to go, hey, how about a little 96?
No, you're saying-
Yeah.
Oh, there's a terrible joke involved with it. I'm not going to tell. Hey, thanks, Shane.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks, Carl. Thanks, Bobby.
Okay.
Thanks, Tex. And thanks
Lisa,
everybody
and
hanging out
Lisa,
with us in the
and
comments.
Lisa.
And Lisa. Oh, yeah. And Lisa called
And
in.
Frank.
And
And Frank.
Yeah.
Frank called in.
And Little Cat. And the Prognosticator.
It's crazy.
And Toastradamus.
Yeah.
Toadstradamus.
Toadstradamus.
Yeah.
Ode to the toad.
Good night.
Dude, I could spend another half
Good
hour
night,
here.
John Boy. Mary Ellen. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. My
If you
my
see a
in-ears.
for sale sign in front of Carl's house tomorrow, you'll know why.
Hey, you know what? You know what? You know what?
What?
You don't know how it feels.
Wanna know how it feels. You don't know how it feels. You don't wanna know how it feels. I would never wish that on you. No, how it feels, yeah. You don't know how it feels. Now I said thank you everybody, good night. Thank you everybody, good night. Delco quarantine open mic. Delco quarantine open mic. Thank you everybody, good night. Turn until the Delco late night. Right, Carl and all these other dudes, I don't know, they be talking crazy shit. Last time it was about a snowblower. Carl crashed his bike. Yeah, his knee was torn up. I never seen, psych, I seen worse. He's alright. But check out Carl. Delco late night quarantine, open mic, alright. Thank you. I could play that all night.